Y'all see the Sharpie, guys? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a
All right,
question.
yes, go ahead, ask me.
If we're done with test 1, 2, and 3, are we allowed to start on the final, or do we have to wait?
Yes, of course. Of course you can do the final.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. If you did test 1 to 3, you can start doing final stuff. Yeah. Okay, so let me do this today. I'm gonna start with number 1, 2, 3, 4 on test number 3. I'm gonna go backwards. Let me do it this way. Even though we haven't done 25, I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna go test number 3. I'm gonna do number 1, and then number 2, and then number 3, and number 4. I'm gonna do a bunch of them like that. Okay. So hopefully, for the people that are lost in test 3, that you can't do anything on it. Okay. Anyway, so here's question number 1, test number 3. It looks like this: 3x cubed plus 1x squared minus 12x minus 4 equals 0. There's it looks like that. Different numbers, but it looks just like that. First thing you need to do is you look at the last number and the first number. So the last number is 4, so plus or minus 4. First number is 3 plus or minus 3. These are all the numbers that might work in there. Look at the last number, look at the first number. So now, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 1. All over, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 1. These are all the possible numbers you can get. And you're going to break them into a bunch of fractions, okay? So you're going to go, it could be 4 over 3, could be 2 over 3, could be 1 over 3, could be 4 over 1, 2 over 1, 1 over 1. All these are possible numbers from these right here. And you have plus or minus what? 4/3, 2/3, 1/3, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 1. All these are possible. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you do my math lab, you always take the little numbers. Okay, hold on, I got something on my screen. Let me get rid of this thing. One sec. All right, so today I'm going to do this one. I'm going to start not with the ones, but I'm going to start right here with the 2s. Those right there. Don't do the fraction ones, never. Don't do the little number either. Start with the 2s or the 4s. I'm going to start with the 2s. You try the positive first. See, if I do synthetic division, so I'm going to put 2 and do synthetic division. 3, 1, negative 12, negative 4. There it is. There's a setup on it. So now, I'm going to do synthetic division. The way you did that is, what do? You bring this number down here. Everybody okay with that step right there? Step number 1. You multiply 2 times 3 is 6, and 1 is 6 is 7. 2 times 7 is 14, and 14 minus 12 is 2. 3 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. If the remainder is 0, that means that's an answer right there. Okay, that means yes, this is an answer. All right, now I already used the plus 2. I'm going to switch it to the negative 2 now. I'm going to put negative 2 here now. I'm going to put the numbers down: 3, 7, and 2. I brought these numbers right here. So now the 3 goes downstairs always. That's negative 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. That's going to be a negative 2. 2 minus 2 is 0 again. Since the remainder is 0, yes, this is an answer that you're going to have to use. So I got a 2 and I got a negative 2 so far. Okay, hold on, let me get something on my screen here. All right, so now I'm going to convert these guys right here to 3x plus 1 equals 0. So I tried the 2, I tried the negative 2, they worked. If it doesn't work, try the 4 and the 4. Now this one, 3x plus 1 minus 1, 0 minus 1, 3x is minus 1, and divided by 3, and divided by 3, so x is 1 over 3. So this one has 3 answers. Okay, and everyone who has 3 answers, see right here, it means 3. So the answers are 2, and -2, and 1/3. There they are. These are the answers that belong to this problem right here. Those are that one. So the synthetic to the last of the first, that's it. Okay. Question number 1, test number 3. Okay, what's today? Today is 4/7. Wednesday.
So if the first exponent has like 3x with the 4, then it would have 4 answers?
Yeah, but you can only get 3s in here. In this class, you only get 3 numbers. You don't get 4, 5, 6. Not right now. That's how you get 3.
That's how you know is how the first.
Yeah, there's 3 right here. And if it was a 4, you would know there's what? 4 answers. That's all. All right. Is that okay for number 1?
How did
For
you?
the last,
Go
Say
ahead.
again. The last number over
for
the
the
first number.
last, no, for the possible numbers, how do you get 4, 2, and 1 for the last numbers? Are you just not using the bottom?
Okay, let me do that real quick. All right. Yeah, all I did is I looked at the last number, 4, and I looked at the 3, and I thought, what numbers divide 4? 4 divides it, 2 divides it, 1 divides it. That's on top. And then the bottom one, I have 3 and 1 divide 3 and 1. And then I put something from the top, something from the bottom, something from the top, something from the bottom. See, I did 4 over 3, 2 over 3, 1 over 3.
How did you
Then
get
I
those
did.
numbers then?
Say it again.
How did you get those numbers?
These numbers right here.
Yes.
Oh, what numbers divide 4? What numbers can go into 4? Well, 2 divides it, 4 divides it, 1 divides it. Do y'all get those numbers? Does 4 divide 4? Does 2 divide that? Does 1 divide that? Yes. And then 3, I said, okay, what divides that? 3 divides it, 1 divides it. That's why I got those numbers. All the numbers possible to divide those numbers upstairs and downstairs, and I wrote them down. And then I wrote them and I picked the number from the top, number from the bottom. Number from the top, number from the bottom. Number from the top, number from the bottom. That's why I got all these other fractions. And then 4 over 1, 2 over 1, 1 over 1. I got all these numbers right here. But I tell you right now that even though you got fractions, and then whole numbers, I will use these numbers. I will use the 1, 1 or the 2, 2. Those are on my math numbers, they always work for some reason.
Sir, how does 3 divide into 4?
Say again?
How does 3 divide into 4? You see how you have the highlighted 3?
Yeah. Oh, I just put, well, the bottom, the top numbers are 4, 2, 1 because 4 is 4, 2, and 1 divided. 3 is 3 divides 3 and 1 divides the bottom. See the top, this is the top, and this is the bottom stuff.
Oh, okay, I see. The last and the first number. I see what I see.
Yeah, the last number and the first number. See this number here and see this number here? That's what I'm using. Those right there. The last, and I'm using the first. This right here. The last number on top of what? The first number. And then all the numbers that divide the upstairs number and all the numbers divide the downstairs number. And then you got to get combination. Something from the top, something from the bottom. Something from the top, something from the bottom. Something from the top, something from the bottom, like that. And I ended up with all these possible answers. But I never mess with the fractions to the end. And I just use the whole numbers, okay? You're only gonna use these numbers right here. Maybe the 2s, maybe the 1s, those numbers you use. Don't use the fraction numbers at all until the end. And when I applied 2 in there, it broke it down, you got a 0, that was okay. And then I switched to the other number, -2. I tried it, it also worked. So what's left over is only 3 and 1, which means 3x plus 1 equals 0. Now I can do this and it ends up giving me the fraction part. So this fraction is in there, yes. and the other numbers are in there also. So I'm saying, but what you're gonna do, you're not gonna use probably not the ones. The ones like never work, but the 2s might work and the 4s might work. Try those. Try the 2. Try the -2 in there. It's synthetic, and I'm doing synthetic division. That's what I'm doing right there, and I'm doing it over here also, synthetic division. Okay, on both of these.
So one of the fraction answers was actually one of the answers, correct? The 1/3.
Yeah, it was. See right here was 1/3. We did get that answer, but I don't want to put 1/3 and do this synthetic. It's too much work. But the whole numbers are easy. Can I put a 2 in there? Yeah, easy. Can I put a -2? Yeah, easy. Can I put a 1 in there? -1? Yeah, those are easy to do. So we use the little numbers. That's what I'm saying. When you do this problem here, what are you gonna do? Use only the little numbers. You gotta use the second number, and then if it doesn't work, I'll go to the other one. And one of those work. And always when you do these, the fraction part will pop up at the end. And this is easy. Once you get here, that's super easy to do. Does that make sense? On the synthetic. Okay, let me go to the next question. Question number 2, and I'm doing everything from test number 3. Okay, this is test number 3. I'm going to do question number 2. Okay, this is test number 3, question number 2. This one, it says find the domain of f of x equals square root of 5x minus 15. And the formula for this is for domain is f of x equals square root of ax plus b. Whatever is inside here, you just set it up like this. Ax plus b is bigger than or equal to 0. This is the formula for domain of that thing. And the way you did that in test 1 or whatever we did this thing, you set it up, you go 5x minus 15 is bigger than or equal to 0. So you told me the next step. What do I do next? Add something.
15.
What do I add? 15, exactly. So then it's going to be 5x is bigger than or equal to 15. And then I'm going to have to divide by something. You tell me. By what? 3 by 5? What do you think? Yeah. So x is bigger than or equal to 3. I got one answer. Or greater than or equal means you block it in. Here's 3. It goes this way. Or you block it in. 2 like this. So it's one of these 3 answers. So how do you find domain? Make it bigger than or equal to 0. Work it out. And then these are gone. And there's the answer for number 2. For domain. Is that right? For number 2? Okay, I'm going to next question. Ready? Can I go next one?
Yes.
All right. Test number 3. I'm going to question number 3. Okay. All right. So let's go next page. 3. All right. This one. It has A, B, C, D. Okay. So let me write it down. So f of x is always going to be 2x plus 3 for this one. And g of x for this problem is going to be 9x minus 4. There it is. All right, so there's the original problems, f of x, g of x. And then the first thing it says, A, find f plus g of x, which means f of x at g of x, which means this one, 2x plus 3, added to 9x minus 4. That the first one and the second one, that's f plus g. And if you do that, you're going to get 2x plus 3 plus 9x minus 4, and you're going to put all this stuff together in this box right here. And I don't know, what is that number? Put the x's together, you tell me. What'd you get? What's 9x, 2x together? How many? 11. All right, got it. And what is 3 minus 4? Here's 3 minus 4.
Is it 3 minus 4?
Yeah, 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4. And you calculate. This right here. 3 minus 4. Is that 1? Yes or no? Negative 1?
1.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, the domain of these things usually is this right here. Minus infinity to infinity, because they might ask that question also. What is the domain? Any number you want. You can put any number here and it's not going to mess up this problem. There's A. So now I'm going to do 3-letter B. Okay, it's the same thing. The same says F minus G of X. Okay, that's fine. So it's going to be F of X minus G of X. So let's do that right now. F of X, same thing, 2x plus 3. Minus, the other one is going to be what? 9x minus 4. So this is going to be 2x plus 3. And this minus is going to change all the signs over here. It's going to be negative and a positive. So now, your math skills right here. You put those two things together, what do you think it is? What's 2x minus 9x? This is going to be. My fingers,
Negative
what's
7x.
That's right, negative 7x. And what do you think 3 plus 4 is? My fingers, add them.
7.
Yes, 7. All right, and I told you that the generic answer of the domain is infinity to infinity. That's kind of like how they write it. There's A, there's B, there's 3 letters C. This one says F times G of X. So I'm going to multiply the first one times the second one. Ready? So I'm going to go 2x plus 3 times 9x minus 4. I'm going to have to FOIL this thing out. Ready? To FOIL it, you go like this. 2x times 9x, what is that going to be? What's 2x and 9x? Times it.
18.
Yep, 18x squared. And what's 2x is negative 4? What's 2 times negative 4? You calculate, of course. Negative something.
Negative 8.
Yep. Negative 8x. And 3 times 9, what's 3 times 9?
27.
Yep, 27x. And then 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Now, I'm going to put all these things together right here. You tell me. 18x squared? Nah, that's it. Don't mess with it. How about the other one? What about negative 8 and a plus 27? What's that going to become? On your calculator. Do the calculator. Negative 8 plus 27. Give me numbers.
19x.
19. Exactly. 19x minus 12. And the generic answer for domain is this answer. Negative infinity to infinity. Okay. Now, 3-letter D, a little bit different. It says F over G of X. That's fine. Just put the F of X on top of the G of X. So the F of X is 2x plus 3 on top of 9x minus 4. So there's the original problem, right? But now, there's division stuff. So the problem is, you don't want to have the bottom equal to 0. So I'm going to set up the problem. Because if the bottom equal to 0, you're going to have the number divided by 0 undefined. So the only thing that you have to do is solve this thing. So 9x minus 4, add 4. These are gone. So 9x equals 4. So now divide both sides by 9 and this one by 9. So x equals 4 over 9. So now I'm going to write this one you have to do a different way. So domain, you can use any number you want, but if you put 4 over 9 back in the original bottom, the bottom part is going to be 0. So domain is going to be this. X is not equal to what number? 4 over 9. Okay. So this was any number, any number, any number. This one, you have to use that because if you put the number in there, it'll mess up the bottom part. All right, that's what A, B, C, D, and then it has E, F, G, H. I guess I better do E, F, G, H now. There's A, B, C, D. Everybody okay with that? So now I'm gonna go to the other part. The other part is, let me write it down. For number 4. The next one's gonna be, okay, it's gonna be 3-letter, where is it? E. It says F plus, it says F plus G of X equals, what was it? 11x minus 1. So let me just write down 11x minus 1. And then they give you a number. It says, what is F plus G of the number 4? Okay. So F plus G of the number 4 means wherever there's an X, you're going to put what? 4. So this is going to be 11 times 4 minus 1. So F plus G of 4 is going to be, what's 11 times 4?
44.
44. So 44 minus 1 is going to be how much? What's 44 minus 1?
43.
Yep, that's it.
43.
Yep. And
Where'd
the
you
next one says,
4
go ahead. They gave it to you. This one's, they're going to tell you what number. They're going to say, we want you to use 4, or we want you to use 3. They'll give you the number to put in there. Okay. This number, it'll say on my mouse, say try 4, and for you try 3, and for you try 2. This number will give it to you. Like this one, F minus G of X, we ended up with, let me write it down. F minus G of X, we ended up with negative 7x plus 7, and they're going to give you a number. They're going to say, you know what? We want you to put in the number 3. See what happens. So what are you going to do? You're going to put the number 3 right there. So F minus G of 3 is, you tell me, what's negative 7 times 3? What's this? Three times negative 7 is? What is it? What's that right there? See my finger is? What is that number?
Negative 21.
Yes, negative 21. And if you put those together, what do you get?
Negative 14.
Yep, that's the answer. Okay. And then A, E, F, and then you have letter G. It says F plus G of X times G of X. We get this answer. Originally we said F times G of X was this thing here. 18x squared plus 19x minus 12. And it's going to say F times G, and the number they gave me to put in there is a 2. So you're going to go 18, 2 squared plus 19 times 2 minus 12. And we're going to get 18, you're going to go 2 times 2, and 19 times 2. And let me see what that's going to be. 2 times 2 is 18 times 4, and 19 times 2. So F times G of 2. Let's see. You tell me what that is. What's 18 times 4? What you get for that? What's this? What is it?
72.
Yeah, 32, right? Plus 38 minus 12. So I'm going to put the first two numbers together. So 72 and 38 is 110. I still got to take away. I still got to subtract those two numbers. So give me the answer. What's 110 take away 12 on your calculator? What is it?
98.
98.
98, that's right. You got it. All right, and the other one, F over G of X, we ended up with 2x plus 3 on top of 9x minus 4. All right, so for this one, you're going to say f over g, and the number they gave me to put in there in my math lab was 1. So you're going to go 2 times 1 plus 3, 9 times 1 minus 4. So if I do that, let me see. That's going to be 2 plus 3 in the top and 9 minus 4 in the bottom. And what's on top? What's 2 plus 3?
6.
Add it. Plus it.
5.
5, there you go.
5.
And on the bottom one, what's 9 minus 4? Calculator. Just right here.
5.
5. And 5 divided by 5 in your calculator is what?
1.
1. That's it, 1. All right, that's number 3. That's the end of 3. We'll go next one. I'm going to go number 4. Okay. Guess I can put it in here. This. Let's do it again. All right. Page number 5. I'm going to go question number 4. Question number 4 says this. Find the difference quotient. Okay, that's like a big old long torture problem. Not sure what it looks like. It says this. F of x is x squared minus 3x plus 5. It says this formula right here, f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. There it is. That formula, I'm going to use it for that problem right there. And then when we did it a long time ago, you put the big line, put the h here, and then you put x plus h inside there. So this is going to be x plus h squared minus 3 times x plus h plus 5. That's on the left side. On the right side, so we have the old one and we have the new one right here. And the old one is this one here. This one here, x squared minus 3x plus 5. Okay, the old one and the new one. The new one has all these extra stuff in it. Has an x plus 5 right there, has an x plus 5 right there. Okay. So now, old one, the new one. So now, x plus 5, x plus h squared means 2 of them. X plus h times x plus h. And this right here means negative 3x. And this right here means negative 3h. And then plus 5. And now, this minus sign, is it going to affect all the numbers after it? Yes or no? Are they going to change the signs? The answer is yes. It's going to change all the signs. So this is going to be negative of that. It's going to be negative x squared. Negative of negative is going to be positive 3x. And negative of 5 is going to be negative 5. Down. Okay, so now the hard part. X plus h, x plus h. I'm going to do that 2 times. So x times x, x squared. X times h, 1xh. X times h, 1xh. H times h, h second. Everything else, I'm just going to copy it down. Minus 3x minus 3h plus 5 minus x squared plus 3x minus 5 all over h. Okay, so now the hard part, this right here. What is 1xh and 1xh? How much is that? What is 1xh plus 1xh? What do you think this is going to be? What is 1xh? Add to 1xh. Give me the answer. Yep, that's right. 2xh. Plus h squared minus 3x minus 3h plus 5 minus it plus it minus. So now, always stuff goes away. So let's see. Do you think the 5 and minus 5 go away? Yes or no? Do they cancel each other out?
Yes.
Yes, they're gone. Okay. What about the 3x and the minus 3x? Do you think they cancel each other out?
Yes.
Gone. And x squared negative and positive x squared. What about those two right there? My fingers are. Do they cancel each other out?
Yes.
Yes, also, right? So what's left over is this one, 2xh, plus this one, h squared, minus 3h over h. Or it's going to be 2xh over h, plus h squared over h, minus 3h over h. And all the stuff in here is going to reduce or simplify to what? What do you think is going to be the answer? Does 2xh over h, can this cancel out right here? Yes or no? Look at my finger. What's that going to become?
2x.
Yes, 2x. And h squared over h, can that one reduce also? See one there between my fingers?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? H squared over h becomes what?
H.
H. And the last one, negative 3h over h becomes what? This one,
3.
negative 3. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, that's number 4. Okay, I'm going to go to question number 5. Okay, is that all right? Can I go next page now?
Yes.
All right. So page number 6, question number 5, and again, this is from test number 3. Okay. All right. The next question, they'll give you a picture of something. Let me draw the picture they gave me. It looks like this. It's like a big old. It's like this. Let me see what I have. I have a dot right here. And this dot is negative 2 and 0. And there's a dot over here, negative 3 and 3. Negative 3 and 3. And then it has some dot right here also. It's a dot right there. This one is 0 and 2. There's another dot over here. This one is 1 and 0. And one more dot over here somewhere. 3, 3. All right, 3 and 3. And I'm going to connect all these things. This, like that, like that. Like Whataburger or something. I don't know. Big old W when you get your double meat, double cheese, double bacon, whatever. Double cheese, double bacon, I guess. What size it? Size it, I guess. All right, so there it is. So now, the question they're going to ask you 4 different things. They're going to say, this is the X, this is the Y. First question they ask, it says, what are the X intercepts? All right, when does this line cross the X line? See the X line here in the bottom? It looks like it crosses where? At negative 2 and 0? Is that one of the answers, do you think? Where else does it cross? Looks like at 1, 0 also. So there's the X intercepts. Where's it cross the X line? Right there. And then the next question on my, it says, what is the Y intercept? Okay. The Y intercept is when does it cross the Y line? This right here. And this line here is going to be what? 0, 2? So I got X intercepts, I got Y intercepts. Now the other question is going to ask me this word here, domain. And I just show you what that means. Domain really means the left and the right of this graph. How far to the left and how far to the right does the graph? Okay, so this graph goes all the way to negative 3 right here. And then it goes all the way to the right to what? Positive 3. Yeah, so it goes from negative 3 to 3. It's trapped in here somewhere. Now the other word, range. Okay, and I just say what that means, easy word. It's the bottom of the graph all the way to the top of the graph. Okay, so the bottom of the graph, it goes to, see the second number here, 0. This is a 0, it goes 0. 0 here. Then it goes up, 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 and it stops at what? The 3, right? So it goes from 0 up to how much? 3. So the bottom is what? 0, and it goes how high up does it go? 3. So domain is this numbers, and range is this number up, from the bottom to the top. So I have domain and I have range. And what else do they want to know? Is it an even or is it odd? No, because if I were to cut it in half like this, if I cut this graph right here in the middle, okay, this number is kind of like far away from here, and this one's like close. So is that gonna cut it right in the middle? No. So this is the answer for this. It's gonna be, is it even or odd? You're gonna say it's neither odd or even. Okay. If you have one that does it perfect like this, like the Whataburger thing, it looks like that. It's all perfect like this. Okay. If it looks like this, everything is like exactly in the middle. Yeah, this one is, because why? If you cut it in the middle like this, is it going to be exactly the same both sides? Yes, this one's kind of like lopsided. You see it? It's -2 here and it's +1 here. So there's more space here than here. So, all right. So that's for domain and that's for range. Is that okay? It'll be a W. It might be like this, or they might push it to the side somewhere. All right. All right. Number 6. Let me do number 6 now. Test number 3, number 6. Again, test number 3. Number 6 now. Okay, this one says graph. Okay. It says graph. So we're gonna have to do this in the calculator, of course. F of x is 4 plus 2x if x is less than 0, and it's x squared if x is bigger than or equal to 0. Okay, so let me show you how to, let me get my machine here. All right, let me show you how to do it on the calculator. Let me get my machine, okay? We do it on the machine. All right. So on your calculator, let's see my windows. Yeah, let's go -10, 10, and 12, 12. This is fun. All right. Clear this out. All right. So I'm going to put this one in 4 plus 2x. So I'm going to go like this. Ready? 4 plus 2x. And then you got to put division symbol. Okay, let me write this down. You're going to go 4 plus 2x, and then you're going to put division symbol, parentheses, x less than 0. To do this, you got to go second and math. Did you remember this? No, I'm going to do it now. So let me do it again. So you're going to put 4. Start again. So you hit y. First one right there, you're going to go 4 plus 2x. And then you put division symbol, parentheses, x. Now, to get this less than symbol, you got to go second and math. See all the symbols right there? You find the less than, which is number 5. So x is less than what number? 0. Close it. Okay. So I put 4 plus 2x, division symbol, x less than 0, enter. Ready? And then hit graph. And it looks like this. It goes from here that way. Did y'all get a graph like this? Yes or no?
I
Yes.
did. Can you
What?
show
You did?
me
Say it
on the,
again. Say it again. Say it again.
can you show me how you did it on the calculator? Because I
Sure,
followed
I'll do it again.
a little
Okay,
too.
let me do it from the beginning. That's right. So let me clear it. Let me start from the beginning. Okay. All right. So on your calculator, first thing I did, Windows, I made sure it was -10, 10, -12, 12. That's what you guys start with. And then you hit Y. There's nothing there. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna put 4. Do right now. Follow me. 4 plus 2x, and then division symbol right here. Now you're gonna put the division symbol, which is right here. Divide. Put that symbol, and then you gotta put parentheses x, which is this one here. Right? So alpha is the x, and less than. How do you find less than in your calculator? You go like this. You go second and math, and see all the symbols right in front of me. You go down arrow until you get to that less than symbol right here. Enter. Then you're gonna put 0 and close it. Okay, so I got all this, looks just like this. Then you hit enter, and I hit graph. Ready? Graph. And it's gonna draw something like that. Did you get that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so that's part of the graph. There's only some of the second part of the graph, y2, the second part of the graph is x squared, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Division symbol, x is bigger than or equal to 0. Okay, so now let me show you how to do that in the calculator. Ready? Y, but I want the second one. Y1 is already done. So let's go y2. Ready? X right here, and square it is this right here, x squared. Y'all see that right there, the x squared? Division symbol, parentheses, x, and then do second greater, so go second math again, greater than or equal to is that one right there, number 4. And I'm gonna put 0 and close it. So x squared, division symbol, x bigger than or equal to 0. And I'm gonna hit enter, and there it's in there now. So I'm gonna hit graph now. Ready? Graph. And the second graph goes like this. It's kind of hard to see, but it goes like this. Something like that. Y'all get a graph like that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Now, once you do this, once you put this graph in here like that, I'm going to show you what it looks like on my paper. Okay? So I got the graph. It looks like this. And then they're going to give you multiple choice questions. See how they have it? They have A, B, C, D. But the closest one that I have, this one looks like that one. Not this one, not this one, not that one. So my picture looks like A. Y'all see A? Why it looks like A? Once I put it here on my machine, I look at the answer and go, you know what? That's what it looks like. It looks like this one here. So you just got to pick the right answer, A, B, C, D. Does that make sense? So put it in the machine. Once you do the machine like this, it's going to look like one of these pictures. That's the one that matches closest. That's the closest one. Does that make sense? And what else did they ask in this thing? That's some other stuff, but the other answers are easy to do. The other question they ask you is this word here?
Sir,
What is? Yes.
mine
Say
keeps
again.
error.
Say it again.
Mine keeps
Error. Well, let's fix it. Let's fix it right now. Let's fix it right now. Okay. So let me do it from the beginning. Okay. Let's just do it from the beginning. All right. Why? I'm gonna clear it. I'm gonna clear it. All right. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Windows. Do the Windows. Windows right now. Do you have -10 and 10 for the first two numbers? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you have -12 and 12 for the second two numbers for the Y? Y?
Yes.
Okay, so that's part's okay. So now I'm gonna hit Y. Y. Okay, so we're gonna put this one first. You're gonna put 4 plus 2x, 4 plus 2x, this right here. Division symbol, parentheses, x, and then you can do second math, and you want the less than is that one right there, and then 0. So did you do this? Did you get that far? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, now hit enter and hit graph. Hit graph.
Okay.
Did you get a line that goes like this?
Yes.
That's okay, right? Okay, now let's do the second part. Y. Okay, move it down to number 2. Ready? All right, follow me. X, hit the X first, and then square is right here. See the little X2 right here? Hit that one. So it's X to the 2 power. Do you get that much?
Yes.
Division symbol. And you're gonna put parentheses, X again. And then you're gonna go second and math. And then you're gonna go to number 4. See number 4 greater than or equal to? Hit that one. Put a 0 and close it. Okay, does your look exactly like mine? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, hit enter. Okay, now hit graph. Did you get the first graph and the second graph now? Yes or no?
Yes, I got it now.
Got it now? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna say it's good, success. Okay. All right. Number 7. I'm not gonna do that one because that one has like a bunch of parts on it. I'll do that one later. Number 7. I'll just do this one later because it has like part A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't want to do that one now. Give me the one that has like less parts. Okay, the one that has less parts is problem number 8. This one's okay. So not that one, number 8. It says this. F of x equals absolute value of x plus 5 minus 4. And it says find the area bounded. It has 2 questions. Graph it and find the area bounded. Okay, I'll show you what that means. All right, let's do the graph first. Y again, clear it and clear it. I don't want nothing in there. It's all clear. So again, what do you do? Y and clear all that stuff out of there. Okay. All right. Calculator. You're gonna go Y1 equals math number abs. Okay. So now I'm gonna hit Y first, and I'm gonna put math, and then you're gonna hit numbers right here on top. NUM abs is right there. So it should look like this. And I don't know which machine you all have. It could look like this, or it could look like this one. I don't know which machine you have, so it's going to be one of those two. It's a TI-8384 plus silver, titanium, whatever. They're different kinds, okay? So once you put it in, I'm going to put it in right now. I'm going to put x plus 5, get out of there, and then -4, big minus sign. All right, so I got x plus 5, big minus sign 4. Okay, does anybody have something like mine? Either this one or this one? Everybody match me there, yes or no?
Yes.
All right, now hit graph. Boom. That's gonna draw it for you. And what I got is something like this. It goes like this, and then it goes like that. Y'all get something like that? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So now it's gonna tell you what is the area in here. See the area that got trapped in there, bounded in there? That's what they want to know. Okay, that's fine. So what you can do is you can do a trace. See this trace key right here? Push that key right there, and it's gonna, and you move to the left, go like this, and you're gonna get real close to this dot right here. And this dot right here, I got like, let me do real quick. I got like -1, 0. This right here is -1 and 0. And if I keep going like this to the left, the bottom of that point right there is like a -5 and -4. And this dot right here is -5 and -4. If I keep going to the left, like that, I'm gonna get way over here. It's like a -9 and 0. So this dot over here is -9 and 0. Okay, so how do I get this dots? I do the trace and move it up and down like that thing. Okay, so now this is a triangle. See this right here is a little triangle. So math. So here's a question for you. So if you go from this dot to this dot, you already start at 1. How many spaces do I have to go to get to this? What is 1 add what to get to 9? So the base of this thing, how far is it from this dot to this dot right here? What do you think? How far, what's the distance from there to there? from 1, you're gonna get to 9, so how much do I have to add to it? Think about it. What is it?
Is it 8?
8, exactly. And then from here to here, okay, how low does this graph go? It goes -5, then what? 4 spaces down. So the height of this picture, it goes 4 across, goes 8 this way, and then up and down, it goes what? 4. Just the number. You don't need the minus signs. So I know the base is what? 8, and the height of this thing is going to be what? 4. So triangle is area equals 1/2 the base times the height that you did in like 7th grade land somewhere. So now, Tommy, A is 1/2. What's the base? You said the base was 8 and the height was 4. So area equals 1/2 of 32. So area equals 32 over 2. So area is, I don't know, whatever that number is. What is that number? What's 32 divided into the 2? What is it? Yes, tell me.
16.
30, how many?
16.
16, yeah, there you go. This is the area. So the area of this yellow part right here is this number right here. What is it? 16. There's a graph and there's the area right there. What's stuck in here? 16 square inches, whatever that is. All right, so now I'm gonna do the next question. I'm gonna go question number 9, okay? I'm gonna go question number 9. It's gonna say this right here. Graph. And let's see what it has. It says f of x is x squared plus 2x minus 8. Okay, so let me see if I want to change my windows or not. Nah, I'll just leave it like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it like it is. Ready? So go back to y and clear it. Okay, so what I do, go y and clear. Make sure there's nothing there. So we're gonna put this right here on my calculator. X squared plus 2x minus 8. Let's put all this in my calculator and graph. Ready? So x squared plus 2x minus 8. Okay, so I got this right here. So now, enter. Okay, when I put x squared plus 2x minus 8, once I do that, hit graph. Hit it. Just hit graph. It'll work. Ready? Graph. Okay, y'all get a picture like that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this picture, let me draw it on mine. I'm just gonna do a trace on mine too. All right, because I need to find out what is this dot. I need to know what this dot is. I need to know what this dot is. I need to know what all these, what that one is, what that one is, what that one is, and what that one is. And how do I know those dots right there? I just do trace. Ready? Trace. It's going to say that this is 0 and -8. So I got one number. This is 0 and -8. If I go to the right, like that, I'm going to get close to the other side. It's like it's going to be like a 2. That's like pretty, just round it off. 2, 0. If I go to the left, it's going to be, this one's going to be close to -1 and -1 and 9. I'm just going to round it off. -1 and -9. And if I keep going left, keep that little monito going. Over here, it looks like it's close to 4, -4 and 0. Yeah. Over here, this one's -4 and 0. Okay, so now I got all my dots and I just rounded them off. Okay. So now there's my graph. And they're gonna ask, what do they ask? I don't know. Okay. If you want to ask, the vertex is this number here. -1, -9. That's what that is. And I don't know if they ask any other questions. Do they ask for X intercepts or also John?
Is the vertex like the point of
The low point is the lowest point or the highest point. This right here. This is like the min, and this is like the vertex. This right here. This right here. That makes sense? That's what that is. The vertex. And let's see what else they ask you for. They may ask you, I don't know what they asked for. Let's see. They asked for this other question. Axis of symmetry. And I'll tell you what that is. If I were to cut the graph in the middle, right here, like that, it's just the first number. See the first number? It's this number here. The graph is right in the middle. Where does it cut it? Right there. And that the first number is that vertex thing. And I'm going to tell you the generic answer to this. Domain is how wide does this thing get big? It never stops. Okay. The range is different. Okay. The range is the bottom of the graph and the top of the graph. So the bottom, let me see, how low does this graph go? All the way to what? -9? It goes to -9, and then from there it goes up. So the lowest part of the graph is what? -9. So it goes from -9, I'm going to block it in like this, and then infinity like that. So domain is from here up this way, like that. That's what that is. Okay, so put it in the machine, trace it, you're going to get all these dots right here. You can do the axis is right there, and then next the domain is the lowest part, bottom to the top. And
How did you get
the
that?
range, the domain always goes bigger and bigger, doesn't it? It's just this answer. Is that right?
Yes. The axis
Yes.
of symmetry, the x equals -1 is
Yeah, it's just this number. It's just this number. This number right here, that's where the graph goes in the middle. Right, that number. They could ask you that question. I saw it in there. Okay, let me go number 10. Is that okay? Let me go number 10. All right. Question number 10. They're going to give you something that looks like this. This is R of x equals 2x, x plus 2. And they're going to say find the vertical. And they're going to say the same thing. They're going to say find the horizontal. And they're going to say the other word, find the obliques. Okay, it's going to ask you that. Find the oblique, horizontal, vertical asymptotes. That's 3 words to sound. So, how do you find the vertical? You set the bottom equal to 0. So, x plus 2 equals 0. How do you solve x plus 2 equals 0? Tell me. What do you think it is? Solve it. Don't do it. Don't tell me the answer. Don't tell me the answer. Ready? X plus 2 minus the 2 and minus the 2. Is that right? So I got x equals -2. There's my answer right there. Vertical. There it is. Horizontal. You get the highest power in the top and the highest power in the bottom. Okay, the highest power is 2x, and put a y this time. 2x to the 1, and the highest power is x to the 1. If you reduce all these things in here, the 2x to the 1 over x to the 1 becomes just 2. So this is the horizontal right there. Vertical, horizontal. Vertical, horizontal. Okay, so now oblique, because the number on the top is the same as the number on the bottom, since those are the same power, you say no obliques, and it's always going to be this answer. Okay, it has verticals, has horizontal, but this one, because the numbers are the same, don't worry about it. There's nothing there to worry about.
I have a question.
Sure,
So what if the bottom isn't the same?
it will be on test number 3 and the 4 and the final, they'll be the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if it's not the same, yeah, like if this is a 2 power and 1 power, then you could do stuff with this.
Okay.
But on yours in this class, they're always gonna be the same.
They're the horizontal one, you just added the powers, right? To make it 2?
Yeah, that's for the horizontal. Yeah, I just said x to the 1, x to the 1, and I canceled those out. And that was it. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
So let me do one more like this one. Let me just do the same problem. I'm just gonna change the numbers, okay? All right, let me do number 10 again. Let's go back over here. All right, page 11, and I'm gonna do number 10 again, 10.777 or something. All right, so R of X is 3x over x minus 11, okay? So there's the original problem, R of X is 3x over x minus 11, or what is it gonna be? R of X equals 3x over x minus 11. All right, to find the vertical, okay, what do I do? Set the bottom equal to 0. So the bottom is what? X minus 11 equals 0. So how do you solve that? You tell me.
At 11.
Solve that one.
Would you add 11
Yep.
or no?
Right. Add something. What are you gonna add?
11.
Oh,
11.
yep, that's right. 11. And once you do that, there's the answer. Go plus 11. Go plus 11. So x is 11. There's the answer right there. So there's a vertical right there. There it is. Okay, the next one says find the horizontal. All right, and I told you in this class, always you're gonna see that this one and this one, that the powers are the same, but this time you put y. It's gonna be 3x to the 1 and x to the 1, and it always reduces to, what do you think it reduces to? Cancel out the x's, what's left over?
3.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, and since the powers are the same here, just say this, you don't even work it out. Just say this, there's no obliques. Just say
Sir,
no.
can you explain the horizontal one again?
Say it again. The
Can you
horizontal,
explain the horizontal one
the horizontal,
one more time?
you just get the highest power on the top over the highest power on the bottom. Okay, so the highest power on top is this 1 power 1, right? And there's a 1 power here. That's what it is. Now, if it was more complicated than that, let me show you one that would be.
Like a 3x.
Yeah, let me write one like that. Suppose you had this 3x squared plus 2x plus 1 over, and then say over here I had I don't know, 6x squared plus 3x minus 11. Okay, and I was going to find the horizontal. I would look at this one on top of this one. You see what I'm doing? So the highest power would be what? 3x squared over 6x squared. Y'all see that right there?
And
So for this one, the answer would be 3x squared over 6x squared. I know the x squares are gone, right? And that will give me 3 over 6. But 3 over 6 is 3 times 1 and 3 times 2. So really at the end it's going to be what? 1/2. But I looked at, which one did I look? The high powers, this one here. The 2 power and the 2 power. But you're not going to get that big a number. You're not going to get numbers this big. You're just going to get this ones, the ones. That's all you're going to get. On test 3 and the final. That's the biggest it's going to be. Okay? So don't worry about bigger than that. Yes? No? Comment? Okay, so let me stop. Let me do this. I want you to do, and some of you already did it. Some of you haven't done them. So see if you can do this. I don't know. This thing. All right. See if you can go. Let's give it this. All right. So I want you to go this. This is your thing. You're gonna go test number 3, and you should be able to do 1, 2. Which is the one? Which is the way I jumped 1. Which one did I jump? Oh, that one, number 7, right? Okay, so you should be able to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7, not that one. 8, 9, and 10. So I think you should be able to go back to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and finish those on test number 3. Okay. I say just try them. Okay. Hopefully you'll be okay. Let me just stop there. That's fine. Let's just stop right there. So what are you gonna do? Go to test number 3 and finish number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Is that all right? Y'all can handle that maybe?
Yes.
I think so. Okay. Let me stop you right there. That's fine. I don't want to do 11, 12, 13, 14. I want to start right there in the first 10 things. And then hopefully we can do the other ones on Monday. All right.
Hi, sir.
All right. See y'all there. Bye. See y'all
Thank
there,
you.
man. Thanks. Thanks. Have a nice weekend. Okay. Later. Later. All right. I'm gonna shut off in 1 minute. I'm gonna shut that off in 10 seconds.